Okay, welcome everybody to a lesson on comparatives and superlatives. Yeah, we use comparatives to make comparisons. Yeah, we use comparative is the name of the form, like bigger, newer, harder, faster, stronger. They are comparatives. We use comparatives to make comparisons. And I'm glad to say that in English, comparatives are quite easy, and so are superlatives. Superlatives means the biggest, the best, the worst, the most expensive, the most interesting. Yeah, so they are different, comparatives and superlatives, and this is how we make them in English, and it's not too difficult, I'm glad to say. One syllable adjectives, like big and new, it's easy. You just add an Okay, sometimes you need to double the letter, but you're adding an When you speak, you add an Bigger, smaller, shorter, taller, stronger, weaker. Yeah, these are all one syllable adjectives. Strong, weak, so stronger, weaker. And superlative is the strongest, the weakest, the biggest, the newest. You must use a the in the superlative. Okay, please use a the before the superlative form. Okay, so big, bigger, the biggest, new, newer, the newest. Pretty easy. Two syllable words like pretty, yeah, pretty meaning beautiful, pretty, prettier, the prettiest. Or funny, which means ha 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 ha, yeah, if something is funny, you laugh. You laugh at funny things. And so we say funny, funnier, yeah, so I think English comedy is funnier than American comedy, I think. I'm not American, so I don't really understand American comedy. In my opinion, Friends is not funny. Yeah, it's just not funny. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm British, and for me, Friends, it's not funny. But I do like British comedies. They're very cruel. Yeah, I know that's a strange thing to have in comedy. Cruel means nasty, vicious. They often talk about death and things like that in our comedies, in British comedies. But I think they are funnier than the American comedies, in my opinion. I am British, and so I have a British sense of humour. And I think our comedies are the funniest in the world. I actually do. I'm afraid. I do think our comedies are the funniest in the world. Okay, so funny, funnier, the funniest. Happy, yeah? Happy. Happier, the happiest. I don't think British people are the happiest in the world. I don't think that's true. But I do think that our comedies are the funniest in the world. I think we have some very good comedies, yeah, that make me laugh a lot. Yeah, not all of our comedies. Some of our comedies I think are rubbish. They're very bad. Rubbish, you can say. Rubbish is what you put in the bin. And when you call someone or something rubbish, it means very bad, yeah, rubbish, yeah, because obviously the thing you put in the bin is not good, it's bad. You want to throw it away. You throw away rubbish, yeah. Throw away is a phrasal verb, a two-word verb that means get rid of, dispose of. We had get rid of in the last class. Get rid of, throw in the bin, throw away, throw in the bin. Anyway, so funny, funnier, the funniest, happy, happier, the happiest, pretty, prettier, the prettiest. Yeah, she is prettier than my sister, or she is the prettiest girl in the world. Yeah. Now, if we have a long adjective, and by long, I mean two syllable. Yeah, it's not very long, is it? Polite. It's not very long, but two syllable is long enough, but not ending in a Y. Yeah, polite doesn't finish with a Y. It doesn't end with a Y. It's just polite. It's not politey, it's polite. So if it's a two syllable adjective and it doesn't end in a Y, then please use more and then the adjective. More polite, more crowded, more expensive, more dangerous. Yeah, if it's a long word, use more. More interesting, more boring. For the comparative and for the superlative, the most. Yeah, so you still need a the. You always need a the with superlatives. The most polite. He is the most polite person I have ever met. Yeah, he always says please, he always says thank you. He is the most polite person I have ever met. Okay, generous is a long adjective. So if someone is more generous, then they like buying you presents. Yeah, so maybe your friends are more generous than my friends. Yeah, maybe your friends are more generous than my friends. Maybe they buy you a beer when you go to the pub. Maybe they come back from holiday and they've bought you lots of presents. Yeah, maybe your friends are more generous than my friends. I don't know. Who is the most generous person you have ever met? So this is somebody who buys things for other people. A generous person buys lots of things for other people. Okay, so someone, if they buy you lots of things, if they buy you lots of presents, they are generous. Okay, and there are two exceptions. And like all exceptions in languages, I have noticed that exceptions in languages are always the most common words. You need to use good and bad all the time. They're the most common adjectives. So of course, they are exceptions. They don't follow the rules. And when you think about it, irregular verbs are the exceptions. And which words are the irregular verbs? Do, make, have, yeah, take. They're always the words that you use all the time, the irregularities. And I want you to notice that in language because it is annoying. And I've noticed it's the same in other languages, that the more common the word, the more irregular the word.